Hello, Maurieo. 10 questions about J. Edgar Hoover.
Good evening and welcome to Mario's 10 questions about J. Edgar Hoover. In this part of the show, we are presented with true-false questions about a topic, and we try to answer them and comment on them to help. J. Edgar Hoover, the American head of the FBI, or the instigator of the FBI, started the FBI, I believe, wore women's clothing in private to unwind from FBI stress. I think we'll go true on this, although there might be some fish hooks, or should I say fish nets, in this particular story. There is, I believe, a photograph of him in women's clothing. The context of it might have been misinterpreted. True. That is correct. Rumors suggest Hoover wore women's clothing privately, possibly with Clyde Tolson. Though evidence is debated, his personal life remains a subject of intrigue. One correct, 1 out of 1, as we move on to question 2. Question 2. He kept secret files on celebrities to blackmail them for power. He kept secret files on celebrities. And then he blackmailed them and stole their power. He was vacuuming the lounge at the time. Oh, okay. Oh, have you seen the photograph? Oh, I haven't seen. Oh, can we? What do we got here? J. Edgar Hoover in woman's clothing. Like that, and then we'll go with the image. And nothing quickly comes to mind. Oh, his name was Hoover. Oh, yes, I just clicked onto that. Right. A stunning and brave, looking fabulous for International Women's Day. I think that might be AI. All right. Okay. Right. Yes. So he kept secret files. True. This could be true. Oh, hoovering. I get it. Took a while. Bit slow. I thought that was the photo. T for true. J. Edgar Hoover. True. Hoover maintained extensive secret files on public figures, allegedly for leverage. Details of these dossiers offer a glimpse into his influence tactics. Okay, let's go to the next question. Question 3. Hoovering, the Hoover. Yes. Hoover believed aliens influenced the communist threat in America. Did Hoover believe that? Is the Hoover vacuum cleaner in any way related to J. Edgar Hoover? Okay, so is the if it is, it shouldn't be. If it is, it shouldn't be. Right. Clarifying the Hoover brand history. So was he related? How was he related to the William Henry Hoover, who bought the Hoover Company? Was a long-time FBI director. No connection. Nor did President Herbert Hoover, which was my next question. My next question was about the Hoover High Dam, but that must be Herbert Hoover, the president. To Hoover became a generic verb. All right. So now we're back here with question 3. Moz says true. I'm going to go with true. I think he may have believed that, but then again, he may not have. We're probing. That is incorrect. I wondered about that. Well, easy to say now, isn't it? No credible evidence shows Hoover believed aliens influenced communism, though his interest in UFOs has fueled wide speculation. His FBI focus was more earthly. Wow. Said the man in woman's clothing. Was Edgar J. Hoover woke? Oh. True. You said true. If it isn't, oh, right. It should be correct. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. We'll let that one through to the keeper. All right, here we go. Now, question 4. All right. He ordered the FBI to bug Martin Luther King Jr.'s hotel rooms. I'm pretty sure this is true. I'm pretty sure this is true because he knew that he knew about some affair that he was having. MLK was having with some woman. Yes. So I think that's got to be true. He bugged his rooms with bed bugs. So he got an uncomfortable night's sleep. Question 4. Oh, I thought I did answer that. T for true. Oh, didn't. That is correct. Hoover authorized the FBI's surveillance of Martin Luther King Jr., including hotel bugs, as part of COINTELPRO. COINTELPRO. His tactics remain a debated chapter in history. 3 out of 4, 75%. Okay, let's go to the next question. Question 5. N for next. Right. J. Edgar Hoover. Hoover pioneered the use of fingerprint development to solve crimes. I believe this is so. He sort of, I don't know whether pioneered it as the thing, but he certainly was instrumental in funding and creating a central database of fingerprints, which enabled significant developments in the solving of crime. So, false. Okay. Right. It could be in the nuance of the... Yeah. He certainly established a large database. Okay, I'll go with Moz as false, but I think it's true. Oh, Hoover didn't pioneer fingerprinting. I knew that, but he expanded its use through the FBI's fingerprint database in the 1920s. Yeah, that's sort of what I said. His contributions to forensic science are worth a deeper look. Yes. So, yeah, I don't think it pioneered. I don't know that he... Oh, okay. I guess that's pioneered is the word that's doing the heavy lifting there. Anyway, we got it right, which is good. 3 out of 5. Oh, do we? Oh. Oh, it was true. Oh. Oh, okay. It's one of those nuanced ones where he said, yeah. That's a 50-50 one. Okay. Oh, well, we didn't get that one. Never mind. Moving right along. Question 5. So we're at 60%. Next question. Okay. Where was robbed? Where was robbed? Hoover had a secret love affair with his deputy, Clyde Tolson. Certainly a rumour. I think they alluded to it earlier in one of the questions. But whether they had whether it was a love affair or not, I don't know. It might have been a bromance, perhaps. They just wore women's clothing together. Clyde Tolson. Edgar and Clyde. If he wore dresses, then true. Yes, I'll go with true on that one, although it might be, might be running into a bit of tricky ground. Correct. Rumours of a romantic relationship between Hoover and Clyde Tolson persist, supported by their close bond, though definitive proof remains elusive. Their partnership invites further scrutiny. 4 from 6. It's giving us 66 and 2/3%. As we move into question 7, next is question 7. Next. Right. He claimed the mafia didn't exist to avoid tackling organized crime. Ooh, this is, it's in Hoover's files. Oh. Yes. Okay, he claimed the mafia didn't exist to avoid tackling organised crime. Yeah. Well, seems like a convenient excuse. We'll see what Moz says, and we'll go with that. I could go either way on this one. Yeah, I think so, true. It's definitely iffy. But we'll go with T for true. And, well, is correct. Hoover denied the mafia's existence for years, possibly to avoid political fallout. His stance shifted later, reflecting a complex approach to crime. 5 out of 7. I would need time to calculate that as a percentage. So we'll move on quickly to the next question. Next. Get this one right. 6 out of 7, and we're on 75%. Get it wrong. And Hoover orchestrated a conspiracy to assassinate John F. Kennedy. Woo. Now, God knows what's going on here. I tend to think this one was true, but false. True, but with no proof. Yes, I think this is... I would probably go false on this one. I think. It's the way it's worded, isn't it? Orchestrated. Oh, no, Moz goes with true. I could go either way. T for true. All right. It's a bit of a tricky one. Okay. And what have we got? Incorrect, false. Yeah, I thought it was. No solid evidence supports Hoover's orchestrating the JFK's assassination, though his FBI role and his tensions with Kennedy fuel speculation. Conspiracy theories abound for further exploration. So yes, 5 out of 8, 5/8, 62.5%, I think. Yes, 62.5%. As we go into the penultimate question, is there life after death? Now, what do we got? He kept a pet alligator in his office to intimidate visitors. I don't know. It sounds a little bit far-fetched, but could be possible, couldn't it? A pet alligator. So that he could get rid of all the allegations. I don't know. No idea. I haven't heard anything about true-ish. Too funny to be false. Well, yeah, I know. Grok doesn't. The AI doesn't seem to have that absurd sense of humour too often. So we're going to go with true for this one. Incorrect. No credible evidence confirms Hoover kept an alligator in his office, though the rumour adds to his eccentric legend. His often quirks are worth a deeper dive. 5 from 9, so we're 50% if we miss the next one, and 60 if we get it. So it's riding on question 7. Okay. Yes. Right, next question. Question 10. Here it comes. Right. Hoover exaggerated communist threats to secure FBI funding. Definitely true. I'd say that would be, because that was like the McCarthy era and that sort of thing. So that's got to be true. Question 10. I think question 10. Too good to be true. Yes, definitely. T for true. And correct. 6 out of 10. Hoover amplified, oh, that's a good word, communist fears during the Red Scare to justify FBI expansion, a strategy tied to his long tenure. His political maneuvers offer more to uncover. So there we go. That's it. 6 out of 10. Pretty good. I think we'll leave it there for now without any review. And yeah, 6 out of 10. The quirkiness of J. Edgar Hoover. So thanks, Moz, for your answers. We combined did pretty well. 6 out of 10, I think. We're above halfway. And yes, there it is. Mario's 10 questions about J. Edgar Hoover.